Good morning, students. So today we will be doing the second part of the lesson, how do organisms reproduce. Now students, in the last part we had studied about what is reproduction. We studied why reproduction is needed, and we studied about the types of reproduction as sexual reproduction and asexual mode of reproduction. We studied the characters of both sexual mode of reproduction and the characters of the asexual mode of reproduction. Now today we will study about the types of the asexual mode of reproduction. And in the types of the asexual mode of reproduction, the first one we will be studying will be the fission. Okay. Now let me just explain you in simple words. Fission. What does the word fission means? The word fission basically means division. Okay, there are basically two types of fission. Asexual reproduction involves two types of fission. One is called as a binary fission and the other is called as a multiple fission. As the name itself suggests, binary fission, it will be a fission in which the organism will be dividing into two more organisms. Whereas multiple fission in which there will be many young ones which will be produced. Students, you will see that it is an asexual mode of reproduction and here only one parent is involved. First, I will just explain you the diagram, and after I explain you the diagram, we will look into the theory part of this. Yes, students, you can see here reproduction by fission. I have taken two examples. One is that of amoeba and the other is that of bacteria. Amoeba and bacteria, both of them are unicellular organisms, and fission is usually seen in case of unicellular organism. Students, you can see here this is the parent amoeba. You can see the parent amoeba showing the presence of nucleus inside. What is happening to the nucleus? The nucleus is getting divided to form two parts. Later on, the nucleus which have divided are separating and taking up cytoplasm and resulting in the formation of two individuals you can see. So here, one amoeba is dividing to form two amoebae. And here how many parent is involved? Here there is only one parent is involved. So definitely it is what type of reproduction? The asexual mode of reproduction. So this is asexual mode of reproduction in amoeba by means of binary fission, in which we saw that the nucleus is dividing first and later on the nucleus is taking up cytoplasm, resulting in the formation of two daughter amoebae. Now here in case of bacteria also, you can see the bacteria is having the DNA inside. You can see the circular DNA. You can see the circular DNA is undergoing replication. Replication of DNA means division of DNA. After the DNA has undergone division to form two DNA, what is happening? A septum is formed. Septum means a wall is formed, and you can see here two bacteria are formed from a single bacteria. So here also one parent is involved. So students, this is regarding the binary fission. Now we will do the reading part. Asexual reproduction. Fission. There are two types of fission, namely the binary fission and the multiple fission. Binary fission. It is more common in unicellular animals like amoeba. These organisms undergo binary fission when the conditions are favorable. In binary fission, the mother cell divides into two daughter cells and each daughter cell begins its life as a new individual. The parent generation ceases to exist. That means the parent will not be existing because it is a parent which is getting divided to form two cells. So students, this is regarding binary fission. I hope all of you have understood binary fission. Okay, now let's go on to the next slide. Now students, in the next slide we are going to study about multiple fission. Now this multiple fission occurs in organisms like that of Plasmodium. Okay, I hope all of you are familiar with Plasmodium. Plasmodium is the one which causes malaria. And under unfavorable conditions, Unfavorable condition when there is unavailability of food, whenever there is unavailability of moisture, whenever there is unavailability of water. This will be the unfavorable condition. In unfavorable conditions, this organism, unicellular organism like Plasmodium, undergoes the multiple fission. Now in case of multiple fission, what happens is the organism is having a nucleus over here. You can see this is a cell, you can see this is a nucleus. Here you will see that the nucleus is continuously dividing to form many nuclei. Nuclei is the plural of nucleus. So you can see there are many nuclei. And this nuclei will take up what now? Nuclear membrane. Okay. And will start slowly synthesizing the cell membrane too. Under favorable condition, this single cell is going to break open and it will release out the young one. So since it is an unfavorable condition, to protect the young ones inside, they develop a thick covering over themselves. And this thick covering which they develop over themselves are called as the cyst. So they develop a thick covering which is called as the cyst. I repeat. Here this you can see it is a unicellular organism here. This is a stage in the life of Plasmodium. Here you can see this is the nucleus. You can see the nucleus dividing to form many nuclei. To provide protection to this nuclei, it will develop a protective covering around itself which is called as a cyst, because I mentioned to you that the condition is unfavorable. So since the condition is unfavorable, it has to protect the young ones which are developing inside. So definitely it forms a protective covering which is called as a cyst. And later on the nucleus will start developing a membrane, nuclear membrane and everything. And later on under favorable condition, you can see it will rupture and it will release the young ones out. Is it clear? Okay. Now we will do the reading part. Multiple fission. Multiple fission usually takes place when conditions are unfavorable. That is food, moisture and temperature. If they are not favorable for a particular unicellular organism, they tend to undergo what is called multiple fission. During the process of multiple fission, the organism develops a thick covering over itself which is called as the cyst. I mentioned to you what is a cyst. The cyst helps the organism to tide over. To tide over means to overcome the unfavorable condition. In multiple fission, the nucleus divides into several nuclei and each nuclei is surrounded by a nuclear membrane. All metabolic actions stops at the time of cyst formation. When favorable condition returns, the cyst will break open to release out the daughter nuclei. Each daughter nuclei will develop to form a new individual. And here, not two individuals are not formed, more than two individuals are formed. Because it is more than two individuals, we are calling this type of fission as what? Multiple fission. Whereas in binary fission, only two individuals are formed. Okay. I hope students you have understood the asexual mode of reproduction, that is fission, in which we have studied two types of fission. One is called as a binary fission and the other is called as a multiple fission. Multiple fission takes place usually when the conditions are unfavorable. I explained to you what is unfavorable condition, that is lack of food, lack of moisture, not having a proper temperature. At that time it will develop a protective covering around itself which is called as a cyst, because inside the cyst the two new nuclei and the new young ones are going to develop. So they need protection from the unfavorable condition. So they develop a protective covering which is called as cyst. Example which we had taken here for multiple fission is that of Plasmodium. Okay. Now we will study the next type of asexual mode of reproduction. And the next type of asexual mode of reproduction, students, you are going to study about fragmentation. Now, fragmentation is very much common in case of filamentous algae. What is a filamentous algae? The algae which is having a thread-like appearance is called as a filamentous algae. An example of filamentous algae is that of Spirogyra. So here this is the Spirogyra. Now you know that the algae is present in an aquatic medium. Okay, and the aquatic medium there is a lot of movement. The water tends to move a lot. So when the water tends to move a lot, there are chances that this filamentous algae can be broken down to form two parts. In case if it is broken down to form two parts, both the parts will develop into a new individual. And this ability of the broken parts to develop to form a new individual, we call this type of asexual mode of reproduction as fragmentation. Example of fragmentation is that of Spirogyra. Okay, you can see Spirogyra here. The Spirogyra got broken down to form two parts, and these two parts will develop to form two new individuals by the method of asexual mode of reproduction, that is fragmentation. Now let's do the reading part. Yeah. In multicellular organisms with simple body organization, as I told you, filamentous type, simple reproductive methods like fragmentation takes place. Reproduction by fragmentation is seen in case of filamentous algae like that of Spirogyra. In fragmentation, the body of the organisms break into smaller fragments and each fragment develops into a new individual. Example is that of Spirogyra. So students, we have studied about Spirogyra now here. That is, it undergoes fragmentation. Okay. Now let's come to the next part, and in the next part we are studying here is regeneration. Now regeneration, students, we are studying in case of two organisms, that is Planaria, and in case of Hydra. Okay. Now regeneration is also very interesting here. So here you have regeneration of Planaria. Now here you can see this is Planaria. Planaria belongs to the phylum Platyhelminthes. Okay, I am just adding it. You have studied in 9th standard. Planaria is an organism which belongs to the phylum Platyhelminthes. Now this is the entire organism of Planaria. This first picture is there, that is the entire organism of Planaria. Now we can divide the Planaria into three parts. You can see the Planaria being divided into three parts. And let me tell you, all the three parts have the ability to reconstruct their body and form new organisms. So you are getting three Planariae over here. Correct? So this ability of the organism to reconstruct its body, you call it as what you know, regeneration. You see in case of regeneration. So regeneration example is that of Planaria. Okay. Here also in case of Hydra, you can see the Hydra has the ability to undergo a regeneration. Okay. Yeah. Now let's read the regeneration part. So example of regeneration, one is Planaria and the other is Hydra. Regeneration. In some organisms, if the body is cut or broken up into many pieces, each piece has the ability to grow into a different individual. Example, Hydra and Planaria. When Hydra and Planaria are cut into pieces, each piece grows into a complete new organisms, and this is called as regeneration. Now regeneration is carried by specialized cell. The key word over here is specialized cell. Regeneration is carried out by specialized cell. These cells proliferate. Proliferate means multiply and make a large number of cells. These cells proliferate and make a large number of cells. So this is regeneration. Example of regeneration we learn, that is Planaria as well as Hydra. Now let us go to the next type of reproduction. And the next type of asexual reproduction is that of budding. Now budding, students, you can see this is the Hydra here. So this is the Hydra here. Here also, here it is developing the small buds. Okay, the buds are developing on the parent body. You can see only one parent is involved. So definitely it is an asexual mode of reproduction. You can see the bud slowly getting grown up. Correct, slowly it is growing over here. Okay, see it has grown out to form a little bit bigger Hydra. Now what will happen? The bud will get detached from the parent body and it will develop to form a new organisms. Budding also takes place with the help of specialized cell. Okay. So now let's go for the budding part. Budding. Organisms such as Hydra use the regenerative cells for reproduction in the process of budding, because here also specialized cell is involved. So that's why we are calling it as a regenerative cells. In Hydra, a bud develops as an outgrowth due to repeated cell division at one specific site. These buds develop into tiny individuals, and when fully matured, they detach from the parent body and become a new independent individual. So this is regarding budding. Budding is seen in case of organisms like that of Hydra. Students, I hope you have understood the asexual mode of reproduction. Correct? Today we have completed asexual mode of reproduction. Today we have completed with fission. In fission we studied about binary fission and multiple fission. Correct? After fission, that is binary fission and multiple fission, we went to study about fragmentation. Example was that of Spirogyra. After fragmentation, we went to study the next part, that was regeneration. Regeneration we studied in case of Planaria as well as Hydra. Then we went to study about budding. Budding example is that of Hydra. Okay. Now for budding also, as I said, organisms such as Hydra uses regenerative cells which has the ability to grow. This will be the regenerative cells for reproduction in the process of budding. Okay, so we have completed the different types of asexual mode of reproduction today. Okay, now let's look into the assignment part. Yeah. Assignment questions. Write short notes on binary fission along with the diagram you have to do, multiple fission, fragmentation, regeneration and budding. So students, that's all for today. I hope you have understood all the different methods of asexual reproduction which was done today. Okay, thank you.